The Matrix Unveiled, A Journey Through Forbidden Knowledge, Part 4. The Phoenix in Freemasonry and the Occult Origins of Power. Welcome to Part 4 of The Matrix Unveiled, where we peel back the layers of esoteric symbolism and uncover how secret societies embed their beliefs, control mechanisms, and aspirations for global power into the world around us. In this installment, we dive deep into one of the most powerful and recurring symbols in Freemasonry and the occult, the Phoenix. The Phoenix is far more than a mythical bird of fire and rebirth. It's an ancient archetype deeply tied to immortality, transformation, and power. Across millennia, it has been adopted by secret societies like the Freemasons, occult practitioners, and even political institutions to convey messages about resurrection, enlightenment, and dominance over the human spirit. But the Phoenix is not merely a benign symbol of hope or renewal. It carries with it connotations of Luciferian doctrine, control over humanity, and allegiance to hidden agendas that stretch back to ancient Egypt. Join us as we unravel the Phoenix's symbolic significance, its connections to Freemasonry and Luciferian ideologies, its integration into global institutions like the United Nations and the European Union, and how its imagery is used to reinforce the aspirations of a new world order. The Phoenix, an ancient symbol of power and transformation. The Phoenix is a legendary bird found in myths across civilizations, from ancient Egypt to Greece and Rome. Known for its ability to be reborn from its own ashes, the Phoenix symbolizes immortality, resurrection, and the cyclical nature of destruction and creation. However, in the hands of secret societies and occult practitioners, the Phoenix takes on a far more profound and hidden meaning. Origins of the Phoenix in ancient Egypt. The Phoenix's roots can be traced back to the Egyptian Bennu bird, a heron-like figure associated with the sun god Ra and the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It was believed to represent the soul of Ra, eternally renewing itself in flames. The Egyptians viewed the Phoenix as the ultimate symbol of transformation and divine power, capable of defying mortality and rising above the chaos of the material world. This concept of resurrection and divine transformation was later adopted by Greek and Roman mythology, where the Phoenix became synonymous with the sun, fire, and enlightenment. By the time the Renaissance revived esoteric knowledge, secret societies like the Freemasons had fully embraced the Phoenix as an emblem of their inner mysteries. The Phoenix in Freemasonry. In Freemasonry, the Phoenix is not just a mythological figure but a deeply significant archetype, tied to the journey of spiritual enlightenment and the rebirth of the initiated. The Phoenix and the Brotherhood of Freemasonry. The Phoenix has long been associated with the Brotherhood of Freemasonry, serving as a metaphor for the transformative process that Masonic initiates undergo. To rise like the Phoenix is to transcend one's earthly limitations, to die to the old self and be reborn into the light of wisdom and higher consciousness. The Phoenix represents the victory of knowledge over ignorance and of the initiated over the uninitiated. Manly P. Hall, a renowned 33rd degree Freemason, describes the Phoenix as a symbol of immortality and resurrection, emphasizing its role in the rebirth of initiates. Hall wrote, "The Phoenix is one sign of the secret orders of the ancient world and of the initiation of those orders. Wisdom confers a new life, and those who become wise are born again." To the Freemasons, this new life symbolizes the spiritual awakening and gnosis, hidden knowledge, that separates the enlightened elite from the masses. The Phoenix as a Luciferian symbol. In Freemasonry and broader occult traditions, the Phoenix is often linked to the figure of Lucifer, that light bringer who fell from heaven in flames but is destined to rise again as a ruler of the world. The Phoenix represents Lucifer's rebellion, his fall, and his eventual resurrection in power and glory. This idea is central to the Masonic interpretation of the Phoenix. Lucifer as the morning star, the Phoenix embodies the story of a celestial being, Lucifer, who rose to heaven as the morning star after undergoing a fiery transformation. Hiram Abiff, the Masonic Christ. In Freemasonry, the story of the Phoenix parallels the allegory of Hiram Abiff, the chief architect of King Solomon's temple. Hiram is portrayed as a Masonic Christ figure who dies and is resurrected, symbolizing the initiate's journey to enlightenment and mastery. The Phoenix and the occult connection to global institutions. The Phoenix's symbolism is not confined to Freemasonry. It has been adopted by global institutions, secret societies, and even governments to communicate their allegiance to esoteric principles and hidden agendas. The Phoenix and the founding of America. One of the most significant uses of the Phoenix in modern history is its appearance on the first official seal of the United States. Charles Thompson, Secretary of the Continental Congress and a Freemason, proposed the Phoenix as the symbol for the seal. While the design was later replaced by the bald eagle, the Phoenix's influence remains embedded in the nation's iconography. The Phoenix symbolizes America's rebirth as a new world power, rising from the ashes of the Old World, Europe. The United Nations and the Phoenix's symbolism. The United Nations, a global institution with deep connections to Freemasonry, also carries the Phoenix's symbolic legacy. The UN emblem, with its 33 segments, corresponding to the 33 degrees of Freemasonry, represents the same ideals of global unity and rebirth under a new world order. 33 degrees and the occult connection. The circular design of the UN emblem is symbolic of the Phoenix's cyclical nature, representing the elite's plans to reset the world and usher in a new era of centralized control. The European Union and the Tower of Babel. The European Union's architecture and symbolism further reflect occult connections. Phoenix rising from the Tower of Babel, the EU Parliament building in Strasbourg, was deliberately designed to resemble the Tower of Babel, signifying humanity's defiance of God and its desire to unite under a single, global system. The Phoenix as rebellion. Just as the Tower of Babel represented rebellion against divine authority, the Phoenix represents the elite's plan to resurrect a unified world under their control, free from the constraints of traditional religious or moral systems. The dual-headed eagle, another face of the Phoenix. One of the most misunderstood symbols in Freemasonry and the occult is the dual-headed eagle, often confused with a regular eagle, but rooted in the same archetype as the Phoenix. Origins in ancient Egypt, the dual-headed eagle represents duality, the unity of opposing forces, light and dark, life and death, male and female. Symbol of the sun god, Albert Pike, a central figure in Freemasonry, notes that the dual-headed eagle is a symbol of the sun god, a figure often linked to Lucifer in occult circles. Born-again initiates, Freemasons and other occult practitioners refer to initiates who complete their rituals as being born again, echoing the symbolism of the Phoenix and its cycles of death and rebirth. Freemasonry, Satanism, and the Phoenix's deeper meaning. To fully understand the Phoenix's role in secret societies, it is crucial to recognize the connections between Freemasonry and Luciferian ideologies. Freemasonry views Lucifer not as a figure of evil, but as a bringer of enlightenment, knowledge, and power. The Phoenix, as a symbol of Lucifer's resurrection, is central to this belief system. Satanism and Freemasonry's shared symbols, the inverted pentagram, a symbol of Lucifer, and the Phoenix appear in both Freemasonry and Satanic traditions, reflecting their shared emphasis on power, enlightenment, and rebellion against traditional authority. The Phoenix as the blueprint for the New World Order. The Phoenix is more than a mythical bird, it is a blueprint for the aspirations of the elites. It represents their belief in the cyclical destruction and rebirth of society, their defiance of traditional moral and religious structures, and their ultimate goal of global control under a new world order. As we uncover the hidden meanings of the Phoenix and its connections to Freemasonry, Luciferianism, and global institutions, it becomes clear that this ancient symbol is far from extinct. It is rising once again in the form of modern power structures, rituals, and agendas. The question is, will humanity see through the smoke, or will we be consumed by the flames of the Phoenix's rebirth? The intricate web of power and influence that governs our reality, and how these forces aim to bring about their vision of the New World Order. As we continue to unveil these truths, the question remains, how can humanity reclaim its spiritual sovereignty and break free from the chains of these occult systems? Symbolism in secret societies, global institutions, and the money system. Let's now dig deeper into the layers of occult symbolism found across global institutions, secret societies, and even the everyday objects we take for granted, like money. From the Australian $20 bill to the emblems of secret orders like Skull and Bones, the Jesuits, and the Rosicrucians, symbols of control, power, and esoteric significance surround us. These symbols are more than decorative, they are tools of influence used by elites and secret societies to reinforce their agendas, manipulate perception, and subtly declare their allegiance to occult and Luciferian ideologies. Occult symbolism of the Australian $20 bill. The influence of occult symbolism extends far beyond the US dollar. Other nations' currencies also bear hidden messages and esoteric codes. A striking example is the Australian $20 bill, which, like many forms of currency, subtly incorporates the infamous number 666 associated with the beast system described in biblical prophecy and occult traditions. This figure is represented by the numbers. They've removed the number 1 and separated the 2. 789 minus 456 equals 333, multiplied by 2 is equal to 666. This figure is now saying that all consumers are the image of the beast 666, the devil. It is the figure of the Antichrist. The hidden numerical message of 666 on the $20 bill. The numerical significance of 666 is tied to materialism, control, and the anti-spiritual system designed to enslave humanity. On the Australian $20 bill, it manifests in hidden ways. The code behind the numbers, by breaking down certain numerical patterns on the bill, such as subtracting sequences of numbers and multiplying results, the symbolic number 666 is revealed. This use of hidden numerology is not random. It reflects the belief held by certain elites that embedding occult numbers within money fuels their agenda for global domination. Why money is the beast system? The financial system, driven by greed, materialism, and debt, is considered by many to be the backbone of the beast system. This system is designed to enslave humanity by prioritizing consumption and wealth accumulation while diminishing spiritual growth and connection. The hidden inclusion of 666 on money is a symbolic acknowledgement of this system's purpose. Money's inherent duality, promising freedom while creating enslavement, is an essential part of the elite's toolkit. By imbuing money with occult symbolism, they reinforce their control over the physical world and distance people from their spiritual essence. The World Economic Forum and its occult influence. The World Economic Forum, WEF, has become a central player in shaping global policy with its agenda for the Fourth Industrial Revolution and the Great Reset. However, beneath its surface, the WEF's logo and mission reveal deeper ties to occult symbolism and the beast system. The number 666 in the WEF logo. At first glance, the WEF logo appears benign, with its circular design representing global unity. However, a closer look reveals hidden numerology. The 15th letter of the alphabet, O, reduces to 6 in numerology. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. With 3 circular O shapes in the logo, this creates the occult number 666, an acknowledgement of the system's alignment with materialism and control. The Fourth Industrial Revolution, Transhumanism as control. The WEF's Fourth Industrial Revolution envisions a world where humanity is merged with AI and digital technologies. This aligns with occult goals of stripping away individuality and free will, creating a centralized system of control. Transhumanism, which is framed as progress, reflects the elite's vision of a post-human world where individuals are no longer spiritual beings but programmable entities tied to digital economies and surveillance. By embedding symbols of 666 into their imagery, the WEF openly signals its role in the creation of this globalized beast system. Secret societies and their symbols. Secret societies have always played a crucial role in embedding occult ideologies into global structures, often through symbolism and numerology. Some of the most well-known societies, such as Skull and Bones, the Rosicrucians, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, and the Jesuits, have profoundly influenced politics, religion, and culture through their hidden networks. Skull and Bones, Death and Secrecy. Founded in 1832 at Yale University, Skull and Bones is one of the most infamous secret societies. Its membership includes former U.S. presidents such as George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, and political elites like John Kerry. The skull and bones symbol, the skull and crossbones imagery, is a universally recognized symbol of death and danger. For skull and bones, it represents their commitment to secrecy and their willingness to operate beyond conventional morality. Mock rituals of death. Initiation ceremonies include lying in a coffin and performing rituals designed to kill the initiate's former self, rebirthing them into the secret order. These rituals echo themes found in Freemasonry and other occult traditions. The number 322, the 322 insignia of skull and bones, is widely believed to reference the death of the Greek orator Demosthenes in 322 BCE, symbolizing the society's devotion to power and the preservation of elite control. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn was a secret society founded in the late 19th century, heavily influenced by Egyptian mysticism, astrology, and ceremonial magic. Its teachings focus on accessing hidden knowledge through ritual and alchemy. The solar cult symbol, the cross above the triangle, represents the sun and its journey across the ecliptic, symbolizing enlightenment and divine order. The Golden Dawn's rituals have influenced many modern occult practices and secret societies, such as the Rosicrucians and Freemasonry. The Rosicrucians, masters of esoteric knowledge. The Rosicrucian order emerged in 17th century Europe as a spiritual and cultural movement based on esoteric teachings like Hermeticism, Kabbalah, and alchemy. The Rosy Cross, the Rosicrucian symbol, a cross with a rose at its center, represents the union of the spiritual and material worlds. It is a precursor to many Masonic symbols. Influence on secret societies. The Rosicrucians inspired Masonic rituals and symbols, including the all-seeing eye and the pyramid, which are now hallmarks of Illuminati and Freemasonry imagery. The Jesuit Order and the Black Sun. The Jesuits, officially known as the Society of Jesus, wield significant power and influence over religion, education, and geopolitics. However, their symbolic use of the Black Sun and other Saturnian elements reveals their alignment with occult ideologies. The Black Sun and Saturn worship. The Black Sun, symbolized as a dark wheel with radiating spokes, the Black Sun represents hidden forces and dark energy in esoteric traditions. It is associated with Saturn, which is viewed in occultism as the prison planet of the fallen angels, including Lucifer. Saturn in occult symbolism. Saturn is considered a god of control, time, and death. Its symbols are often used by elites and secret societies to represent authority, discipline, and the limits of human freedom. Jesuit influence on global institutions. The Jesuits have embedded their symbolism and influence into institutions like the United Nations, which promotes global unification agendas aligned with the New World Order. Their use of the IHS monogram and solar imagery reflects their alignment with occult and Luciferian ideologies. The bigger picture, control through symbols and rituals. When viewed collectively, the symbolism embedded in money, secret societies, global institutions, and rituals paints a clear picture of a coordinated agenda. These symbols are not random, they are deliberate markers of control, signaling allegiance to a system that prioritizes materialism, surveillance, and global dominance. The Fourth Industrial Revolution and the Great Reset are not just technological shifts, they represent a spiritual and psychological transformation designed to remove individuality and replace it with centralized control. The beast system, reinforced through the hidden codes in currencies and corporate logos, signals the elite's intentions to maintain power over humanity's thoughts, actions, and future. Understanding the hidden code. In Part 4 of The Matrix Unveiled, we've explored the hidden symbols embedded in currencies like the Australian $20 bill, the esoteric traditions of secret societies like Skull and Bones, and the occult underpinnings of global organizations like the World Economic Forum. These symbols serve as a hidden language of control, influencing us in ways we rarely notice. By understanding these symbols and their meanings, we begin to see the intricate web of power that shapes our world. Only through awareness can we begin to question the systems that bind us and reclaim the freedom hidden beneath the symbols of control. As we conclude Part 4 of The Matrix Unveiled, the Phoenix rises before us not as a mere tale of fire and rebirth, but as a symbol of immense power, transformation, and control. From its ancient Egyptian origins to its presence in Freemasonry and modern institutions, the phoenix represents far more than meets the eye. It serves as a blueprint for the cyclical destruction and rebirth of societies, aligning with the hidden aspirations of secret orders and global elites. This journey into the occult symbolism of the phoenix reveals how deeply its imagery is woven into the structures of power that govern us. But understanding these symbols is only the first step. To break free from their influence, we must uncover the systems they uphold and reclaim our spiritual sovereignty. As we move forward in this series, the question remains, can we, as individuals and as a society, rise from the ashes of control and awaken to true freedom? The answers lie in the layers of the matrix yet to be unveiled. Stay tuned for part 5, where we will dive even deeper into the occult influence behind the symbols that surround us. Until then, keep questioning, keep uncovering, and keep seeking the truth. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover more layers of the matrix in future part of this series.